Shalom, this is GMS Silent Sit Downs coming back with a lesson. First off and foremost, I want to give all praises, glory, and the highest honor to Yahusha, Bashem Kakadash. Double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone. Peace and salutations to the elect out there that's spreading this word in sincerity and in truth all over the four corners of the earth. God, this is going to be a GMS news update concerning these times, man. The title of this lesson is going to be Persecution Ariseth. Okay, persecution ariseth. We are in a time where certain things that you might say or certain opinions that you might have are being blocked. Now, of course, we as Hebrew Israelites, teachers of the word, are known for not holding back. You have certain Israelite groups, of course, that do hold back, because they honor the 501c3. 501c3 is a contract that they have which blocks them from saying certain things because they have this government contract which holds them back from saying certain things. Okay, so when you're new to this truth, you think everyone is just the same, teaching the same things, but that's not the case. Some Israelite groups actually sold out. Okay, but us teaching this truth, not holding back, of course, in these last days, we have to be wise with the words that we use in our videos. So you might hear us talk about which is a so-called white man. You might hear us say jab, vaccination, or MOTB, which is the chip. You might hear us say certain things like that because they will literally pull down the videos, man. They will pull down the videos. Strike one, strike two, strike three. You're out of there, man. You're out of there, and gotta make a new channel. Now, brothers, of course, we have channels 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Adding up, but still, it takes a while for it to reach the brothers, before brothers find your new channel. Anyway, what I'm gonna talk about is this this article over here. It says people in the UK who post false information about the jab could be jailed for 2 years. So okay, when it was 2020, June 2020, we were speaking about this passport, man. This passport or this QR code, which is out there right now. We were speaking about it, man. They said it was misinformation. Now, guess what? Here in Holland, they're using it, man. In Italy, it's going on a grand scale, man. And today they announced, here in Holland, that, also in the in the fitness schools, sports schools and sports centers and stuff like that, you gotta have that passport too. So what they considered misinformation back then is actually a fact right now. And that's with a lot of things that we bring out. It's with a lot of information we bring out in the highways and byways, in lessons and videos. So really, who's the target, man? Now let me tell you one thing. You really don't want to get jailed in these days, man, because soon they're gonna push the chip, and really, hey, you fucked if you in jail and they're pushing this chip, man. Of course, through the faith, spirit, and power of Yahusha, you will be guided, you will be protected. But hey, we got to be wise as a serpent and harmless as a dove, man. Okay, don't show your teeth like a goddamn wolf, because Esau will jump in your neck, man. It's not a wise thing to do. So we got to move wisely and operate more wisely in these days, man. So it says if you do that, you will be jailed 2 years, man. Because Esau really wants to push this new thing, man. He has his agenda, he has his plans, and he doesn't want you to interrupt his plans, man. You see? This is how serious he takes everything. Okay, so it says people in the UK who post false information. Post false information. So what does this post mean? posting on Instagram, posting on Facebook, posting on YouTube. What is it? What you talking about? You see? So it says the online safety bill described as the flagship legislation to combat abuse and hatred on the internet has faced fierce criticism for civil liberties groups for its broad overreach. The law would create a knowingly false communication offense which, according to the Times, so this is not just no lightly thing, they this article grabbed sources from the Times, which that's a big news platform, will criminalize those who send or post a message they know to be false with the intention to cause emotional, psychological, or physical harm to the likely audience. So these are basically just accusations that could form by just way of opinion. Like a person could just scam the shit out of you saying that he is offended about your post, or he's emotionally damaged because of something that you said. Now, they always used to push this vibration of freedom of speech here in Holland. I don't know how it is in the rest of the world, but as I'm speaking from Holland, they always spoke about freedom of speech. You can say what you want, you can give your opinion, but ever since this Donald Trampoline was in the office talking about the fake news and the this and the that, which they set up themselves, this shit started, man. So now all of a sudden you can just speak out, and really it's about to be famine of the word, man. Okay, the word is being blocked, and what it's heading to is also persecution, man. That's why I said this lesson is gonna be named Persecution Ariseth, man. Persecution is about to arise upon the man that teacheth this word in sincerity and in truth. Okay? Because we ain't gonna stop. You shouldn't stop, man. If you have the spirit to stop, then really, Yahusha ain't dealing with you, man. Okay? Yahusha spoke about it when persecution arises. That seed is being taken away. Okay, now we got to be an example as teachers. Again, I always stress this, in my lessons, that we as brothers that have been teaching this word for a while, we have to consider that we always got to be examples, man. We got to show how things have to be done. Are you 5, 6, 7 plus years in this truth? You got to be a great example for these brothers out there, man. You shouldn't be all slacking and not helping our brothers with scriptures and questions, certain life lessons that come with this truth, man. You shouldn't ignore that. You should help out these brothers. You should be, walk as an example towards them that are without, like the scripture says. Okay, and in this scripture, my point is verse 12, but I read above it 10 and 11. It's beautiful, which goes into that, especially for these times that we are heading towards. Hey, this is the mentality that you should be in, man. As a teacher, you should show the brothers that faith. You should show the brothers, okay, that strength and power in Yahusha. Okay, so this is 2 Timothy chapter 3, verse 10. But thou hast fully known my doctrine, manner of life, purpose. You see? So the doctrine is this truth, the doctrine of this truth. You have seen the doctrine. This is the doctrine. Now, if someone teaches someone else something else, you address him as an example, as a teacher being 5+ years in this truth, 6+ years in this truth. You're addressing him on that, because you have to show good doctrine. So you yourself shouldn't be teaching things that are not right to begin with. Okay, manner of life. You got to show that you live a balanced life, not unbalanced. You just show that you do your things, man. You take care of your household. You take care of the house of the Most High, the church. You feed the church. You make your lessons. You watch your videos. Okay, you do your GMS homework. You do all those things, man. Manner of life needs to be shown as an example towards these younger brothers, man. Purpose, faith, long suffering. Yeah, man. Seeing that, hey, not that woe is me spirit, like you going through the most hell of all the brothers, you know, coming out like that, but just showing brothers like, listen, man, we gotta keep it moving, man. We gotta keep going. And while brothers are seeing the hell that you be catching, you show them really your faith and long suffering in it, man. That you keep doing what you're doing. Okay? Charity and patience. Persecutions, afflictions, which came unto me at Antioch and Iconium, at Lystra. What persecutions I endured, but out of them all the Lord delivered me. Okay? So just like us, just like the Apostle Paul, we got to be an example unto those younger brothers, man. You see? Just like the Apostle Paul. He named these things. He went through it, but he showed to be an example unto those brothers that observed and watched them. Because he said, but thou hast fully known my doctrine, manner of life, purpose, faith, long suffering, charity, patience. Because why? He did it openly in their sight. He showed it openly in their sight. He rolled with those brothers. Okay? He knew the state of his flock. He walked with them. And he also mentioned the persecution. Man. You see? Which that's about to come, man. So, us entering into these harsh times, the leaders, the elderly brothers in this truth have to show the younger brothers like, hey, what's to come? Don't stress. Show your faith. Show your manner of life. Show your doctrine towards these brothers. You know, that they don't get feeble, man. Panic, freak the fuck out. You know, pray that they will be stable in the up and coming days. And of course, while you at it, you gotta check yourself too, man. Okay, you gotta check yourself too, that you stay faithful and stable in this truth. Okay, so it says, verse 12, yea, and all that will live godly in Yahusha shall suffer persecution. And that's a fact, man. If you're trying to do the right thing in Yahusha, if you're trying to bring out this truth, you will suffer persecution, man. And that's what adds up with this article over here. If you speak the truth, which they claim to be false reports or false information, you'll be locked up, man. You will be locked up. You will face a prison sentence for 2 freaking years, man. Now, of course, it's going to be different in all kinds of countries. This is just an example. And whether this is going to come to pass, I don't know. It might not come to pass. It might not be implemented. But that's why this is called a GMS News Update. Salakia, a GMS News Update. Because it keeps updating, man. The state wherein this world is, it keeps updating, man. That's why the scripture says, measured out the time diligently in itself. Okay, 2nd Ezra chapter 9. We got to measure the time, man. We got to see what's going on in the world. We got to measure it. We got to observe it. We got to bring out these lessons, man. Okay, so brothers can prepare themselves. Brothers can, you know, check themselves whether they are in the right spirit, in the right mind frame, and do the will of Yahusha. Okay? So this is about to come, man. This is about to come. Speaking the truth will get you locked up. Speaking the truth will get you persecuted. Okay, now let's go into that word persecution before I close this lesson to understand what I'm talking about. The word persecution in the Greek.
Strong's G 1377. Dioko.
Okay, dioko. Which it says to make to run or flee, put to flight, drive away. To run swiftly in order to catch a person or thing to run after. To be mistreated, suffer persecution or account of something. Hostility. Okay, so they're gonna come for us, man. They're gonna come for us. Now, in what way are they gonna come for us? It says through any post. Through any post, which I mentioned, like what are they talking about? Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. What are they talking about? You spread a message on WhatsApp. What is it? What? When do you in their eyes spread misinformation? Okay. Now, like I said, man, you can hide your IP address. You can do all those type of things, but guess what? It really doesn't work, man. It really doesn't work because they will know. They will know who you are. They have your information, man. They have all your information, you know, even before you trying to hide your IP address. This is the thing that we are in, man. Us brothers in this truth, we have to understand, man. We are a living sacrifice, man. We are presenting our bodies as a living sacrifice. Let me grab that real quick. So Romans 15, if I'm correct. Romans 12, yeah, it's like that. Romans 12. My hands is cold, man. Shit, the cold weather is popping up again. Okay, Romans 12:1. I beseech you, therefore, brethren, by the mercies of the Most High, that ye present your bodies a living sacrifice, holy, acceptable unto the Most High, which is a reasonable service. Okay, so with this truth comes persecution. With this truth comes sacrifices, man. And your life, your freedom, you know, so-called freedom, is the main sacrifice, man. Okay, what do I mean by freedom? Freedom of doing your worldly things on a Saturday, man. Instead of doing that, you go out to the camps and teach, man. You should be teaching, man. Last camp Saturday, I was stressing that in the camp, man. I was telling brothers that were watching, you know, brothers that watched it afterwards, if you're not teaching, man, look for a camp. Go ahead and teach, man. For these last couple of months, days, who knows, man, how long we still got. Yahusha was speaking about, you know, those that come in the last hour. They get the same reward as the ones that were working the whole the whole day, man. They got the same penny. Certain people got angry that was working the whole day in the heat of the day in the sun, sweating their ass off. They got a little bit vexed, man. But without a reason, man. They deserve the same penny, which is the kingdom, man. It's the kingdom, man. You see? You will receive that same penny, man. So if you are able, you know, to do these things, man, try to do these things, man. It's necessary. Okay, I see a bunch of jakes about to get in the fight, man. That's why I got a little bit distracted. Salakia. So yeah, man, y'all, this lesson was edifying. Like I said, man, persecution ariseth. It's about to go down, man. We are about to be blocked from bringing out this information. But it is what it is, man. Doors is closing. Y'all bashim, y'all shy. Let's gather the elect by now, through the prophets, the servants, the prophets. And if you can, try to teach in these last days, if you haven't been teaching already. So with that, I'm going to say, call Allah, Yahweh, Basham, Yahshua, Basham, Kakadash. Shalom to the elect.